Hey gang, Mikey D here. And if I were king, I would force those pushing for a new baseball stadium in Ybor City for the Rays to answer some tough financial questions so we will know how much this is going to cost the taxpayers. Here is the deal. The new stadium with a retractable roof is expected to cost about, say $800 million, which is outrageous when you consider that Ray J, one of the top NFL venues, was built for only $168.5 million. Next, Rays owner Stuart Sternberg says the team is prepared to contribute at least $150 million. Stu, that is insulting. The Rays are about to sign a TV contract that will pay the team $82 million a year for 15 years. That's $1.2 billion, enough to pay for the stadium, with $400 million left over. Then there is the public side. Hillsborough Commissioner Ken Hagan has got to answer tough questions, and most of them come from my former colleague Noah Pransky. He's asking him about all the financing of the proposed stadium in Tampa. However, every time Noah asks Hagan a question, the commissioner says,
"Due to your irresponsible and misleading reporting, I've chosen not to speak with you."
Hagan even runs from the camera when Noah is around. Ken, I gotta tell you, you look like an idiot. I won't get into the fact that you don't even deserve to be on county commission because you have made a mockery of term limits, that you tried to sue a citizen who filed a complaint against you with the State Ethics Commission, but you do owe the taxpayers an explanation. Now, I understand you don't like Noah. He can be abrasive, a pain in the ass, and so can I, but that is what good reporters are supposed to be. Ken, you don't have the qualifications to assess Noah's professional ability, but he is a nationally recognized reporter who asks tough questions that some career politicians like you, who spent years feeding at the public trough, don't like. Tough. Ken, you owe us a detailed, transparent plan on how you are going to find enough money to pay for this almost billion-dollar stadium. Until you explain, I feel as if your hand is in the pocket of every Hillsborough resident, and that includes me. You are, an elected official who should answer questions, not just the softball ones, and you are not being honest with your bosses. That's the voters. My opinion is that they have every right to call you Dishonest Ken until you start answering tough questions. And quite frankly, you look like a small little man when you run and try the line.
Due to your irresponsible and misleading reporting, I've chosen not to speak with you.
It makes you look bad, not Noah. And clearly, some will say I'm standing up for my friend Noah Pransky. That's not the case. Sometimes Noah drives me nuts too, but he is keeping the politicians honest. Shame on you, Ken. And that's why if I were king, I would force all of those, including the politicians pushing a new baseball stadium for the Rays, to answer some tough financial questions so we know how much this is going to fleece the taxpayers. I'm Mike Deason.